Hello, listeners. It's great to be back. I'm super excited about today's guest. Today's episode feature Mom Arlene and Mom Reina Works, and they are very serious and they are very impressive. So these people are very passionate when it comes to their profession because they believe without them there are no professionals, and for them to be equipped in this profession uh, they are guided by this foundation. So without further ado, let's welcome our gorgeous teachers, Mom Arlene and Mom Reynalyn, for our episode tonight, which is Teaching Then and Now.
Hi!
Hello.
Hello! Sige,
Yes,
Ma'am.
again, I'm Arlina Silo, and I've been teaching in Acacia National High School for 9 years. I teach grade 9 cookery, and I'm also a grade 7 matatag. Hi! Hi, Ma'am Kian. Hi, Ma'am
Hello!
Reynalyn.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome! Yes, Ma'am.
Good evening, moms. Good evening, guys. My name is Reynalyn Abad. You can call me Ma'am Reyna. And I'm teaching in Amaya School of Home Industries. It is a textbook school in Cavite. And for 19 years, I have been teaching drafting as my specialization. Yun lang.
Wow!
Mhm.
So, thank you so much. So, I am Miss KN Katipay. I am currently teaching at Pasay City East High School, and I am handling bread and pastry production grade 11 for 3 years. So, thank you so much, teacher. So right now, we have three questions na sasagutan natin. So ito, disclaimer lang po sa mga manunood ng aming episode. Ito lang po ay ang aming insights, perspective, point of view. So you
Yeah.
are also free to comment mamaya sa aming channel. And now, we have here first question. So, how is history important in education today? So, we all know that history helps us understand past educational practices and improve today's teaching methods. So, right now, our teachers magbibigay ng kanilang mga insights. So, take it away, ma'am.
Okay. In terms of historical foundation, so it really has a connection, right? So for example, yung K to
Yes.
12. So sa K to 12 natin, it was introduced during 2013. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so because of this one, before, ano yung status ng K to 12 natin ni? It had a 10 years, ano lang, 'di ba, before.
Mm-mm,
Okay, may
mm-mm.
mga, 10 years of basic education lang na
Basic
kung
education.
saan
Yes.
which make our students harder to compete with the other students to the other countries. Kaya 'di ba na-implement yung K to 12 para, ma-aligned yung
Mm.
makip
Ma-level
ma
tayo sa ibang country.
yes, maging
Oo, oo.
competitive din tayo and
Yes.
ma-prepare natin yung mga student natin for better job, gaining
Mm-mm,
skills
correct.
and knowledge to them.
Yes.
So, mahalaga ang K to 12. Bago ang K to 12, ano nga ba yung curriculum before? Bago ang K to 12, Ma'am Abad?
Ang curriculum dati bago dumating yung
K to
K to
12.
12 and ito yung bago yung matatag,
Yes.
basic
Mm-mm.
education.
Yes,
Basic
Mm-mm.
education.
BEC.
Oo, basic
Mm-mm.
education.
Mm-mm.
Yun. So, 'di ba ano siya, konektado siya in terms of, historical foundation kasi from that, yung basic education, K to 12, and then matatag, kung anong meron
Mm-mm.
sa'tin ngayon, konektado siya, eh, it's still relevant.
Mm-mm.
Bakit?
Mm-mm, correct.
Kasi, history is really important, not just in curriculum, but also in our teaching and learning kasi in order for us to improve yung, teaching methods natin in terms of, yun nga, the learning of the student, gaining knowledge, and et cetera, konektado siya talaga. So, gano'n kahalaga ang history in terms of
Yes.
education. Agree kayo?
Agree
Yes.
ako diyan. Kasi from the scratch to something new na ngayon ang especially when it talks about our educational system. Kasi dati life skills lang, kung paano lang silang
Mm.
mamuhay. Ngayon, ini-integrate na yung science, yung English, yung mga although magagamit din natin to sa everyday living natin. Pero may kumbaga mas malalim na ang pinag-aaralan natin ngayon, 'di ba?
Yes,
Mm,
kakulangan in terms 'di ba, sa matatag natin Ma'am Abad, 'di ba,
Yes.
na inaano nila, tinatapyas nila yung mga binabawasan nila yung mga milks na hindi kailangan. Mas nagfo-focus dun sa kung anong kailangan talaga ng student. So, for me, that's how the history is really important in terms of the education. So, na-correlate ko siya in terms of the curriculum. So, 'yan yung matatag, marami pa siyang loopholes and then so on and so forth.
yes,
A.
indeed. May iba pa bang idea before we move on to our next question? Okay na, alright. Thank you so much. So here's
Thank
the
you.
second question. How does philosophy guide us in our teaching? So we all know that different education philosophies shape the way teachers teach and how students learn. So, ito naman ngayon ang pag-uusapan natin. Anyone? Sinong mauna?
Let me share. Do I have may audio?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay po, malinaw. So let me share po my what we are using in our division. Are you familiar with with these approaches? 2C, 2I, and 1R.
Ngayon ko lang narinig 'yan.
Oh, hindi din ako
Hindi ako
familiar diyan.
familiar. Ano
Kasi
yun?
these approaches kasi this is a set of 5 pedagogical approaches. And it was mandated by the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. I have here my copy kasi baka baka makalimutan ko, no? So, 2C stands for, kaya siya tinawag na 2C kasi dalawang C. Constructivism, collaboration, and then 2I, integration and inquiry-based learning. And then 1R for reflection. So, ito yung hinahanap sa amin in our division. These strategies are actually talagang pinapa-implement sa amin. And let me share an example about collaborative approach, which pwedeng peer teaching, role playing, simulation. In these approaches kasi more on student-centered learning. So, in these approaches talagang teachers are only facilitators. So, mas maganda yung yung that students are learning within themselves.
Agree
Correct.
ako dun kasi more on nai-engage yung mga bata in a real world learning. Yun,
Yes.
na-engage talaga sila, involved sila. So, mas nadi-deepen
Yes,
ang
correct.
learning nila in terms of that.
True.
Agree ako dun kay Mama Val. Ang
Correct,
galing nun,
correct, correct. Correct, correct. First time ko yun marinig,
Kaya
Ma-apply
lang
ko nga
siya,
yan.
actually medyo mahirap talaga siya, especially when you are going to make group activities kasi you have to group them and tawag doon, dapat iba-iba yung mga activities per group. But in one topic. Medyo
Naka-align dun sa needs nila.
medyo challenging siya for the teacher, pero rewarding naman yung magiging result kasi nga yung mga bata matututo talaga sila.
Okay.
Yun lang.
Correct, correct. So indeed, teacher talaga is just a facilitator. The students
Yes.
talaga is the one who will do the things, mag-explore kumbaga. Okay, so thank you so much, Ma'am Reina, for that insight. So let's proceed to our last question. So our last question is, how does psychology affect learning. So, we already know that psychology helps teacher understand how students learns best. Ito na yung, 'di ba, tayong mga teacher yung critical thinking skills. Paano actually yung philosophy or philosophical na na-mention ni Ma'am Reyna kanina is related lang din dito, connected kumbaga. Kasi
Yes.
yung mga philosophy natin in teaching, nagagamit din natin kung paano natin ano yung mga reinforcement natin, ano yung magiging reward natin sa ating
Tama.
mga students.
Kung
So,
saan
just like
matututo
in
yung
BF
bata, no, na best.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Kasi just like in B.F. Skinner theory, yung about operant conditioning,
Mm.
yung paano tayo magbigay ng reward, paano tayo magbigay ng reinforcement. Kasi as a teacher, hindi naman pwede na, ano yun, babaliwalain lang natin yung mga sagot ng bata or yung mga ginagawa nila. So, di ba, kahit sa atin bilang teacher, di ba, mas maganda din, mas namomotivate tayo kung na-appreciate tayo, nabibigyan tayo ng reward kahit small things lang. So, I guess
Yes.
yung psychological foundation is very significant, not just I guess, indeed, very important talaga ito. Itong pinag-uusapan natin, lalong-lalo na sa ngayong generation, di ba?
Yes.
Agree
So,
ako dun
may
kasi
iba pa, yes.
agree ako dun kasi syempre nakikita naman natin sa mga student, 'di ba? Pag happy ang bata, may learning, they really enjoy.
Yes.
So, in doing
Correct,
that,
correct, correct.
kailangan sila talaga ng positive reinforcement to motivate and
Yes,
to
yes.
encourage them to learn again and again. Yun. Agree
True.
ako dun. Ang
Kasi
ganda
nga,
nung
yes. True, true. If I may add, yung kay Howard Gardner din, di ba? Yung mga multiple intelligence. Kasi
ayun,
minsan, oo, di ba? Minsan ano yun, yung isang bata hindi pala siya ganito ka
magaling.
expressive or
Oo.
kagaling sa ganitong area. Kasi hindi yan yung, ano yun, hindi yan
Kanyang,
yung gift niya or kumbaga hindi siya
yes,
ganun ka-expert. As a teacher, kailangan din nating ano yun,
alamin
no?
yun.
Alamin
Na
at
yung mga
i-hone din
different,
natin.
yes, yung mga different
Yes.
learning styles ng mga bata. Yun.
Yes. Oo, differentiated instruction na kailangan
Yes.
nating gawin. So,
At
thank you so much for this episode. I really learned a lot from you, teachers. Ang galing. Nakaka-enjoy lang, no? So, I guess, ito lang kasi yung first episode natin, no? Baka
yes.
masundan pa to, sa tingin nyo. Baka,
Yes.
feeling ko,
Yes.
masusundan to.
Marami
So,
pang i-a-add sana eh.
Kasi
oo.
kulang na tayo sa time
Yes.
Oo, correct. Kulang na
may
tayo
part
sa
2
time,
pa.
no?
Mm-mm.
Yes. So, thank you so much for this evening, for this episode. So, Ma'am Arlene, to conclude our topic.
Yes. Again, ma'am, can I ask the question again? What's really our question from the very first?
All right. So, our question is, are the historical, philosophical, and psychological foundation of education still relevant and applicable nowadays to the teaching learning process?
Okay, for me, yes. As what we've talked earlier, as what
Oo,
Ma'am
lahat naman
Abad,
tayo,
Ma'am
'di ba? Yes.
Reynalyn, yes, Ma'am Kayan
Yes.
shared everything. It's really remain the foundation. It's either history. So ang history again, it help us to improve yung ating educational system. May loopholes man, pero nai-improve siya, still consistent na nai-improve siya. So it's really important that whatever we have curriculum right now, it's still connected with the history before. Yan. In terms of philosophy, which is yung mga learning approach, yung sinabi ni Ma'am Abad kanina, na bagong teaching before, yan. So it shape yung teaching natin, approaches, which depend on the needs of the student. Kung anong klaseng mga student, yung mga appropriate din na approach na ibibigay natin. And the last one, psychology. So, yung psychology, as Ma'am Katipay said, kanina, ang dami niyang mga, tawag dun, yung mga
Sharing.
foundations, yan.
Mm.
So, it help us to understand kailangan may deeper understanding ka on students' learning behavior. Ano yung mga yun nga, yung
Yes.
kanina, multiple intelligent, ano yung kanilang mga different learning
Reinforcement.
styles and reinforcement for them to encourage on how to learn. So, yun, kayo.
Yes. Actually, parang wala na akong i-add kasi
Yes.
na-mention mo naman yes, earlier. Meron pa ba, Ma'am
Okay.
Reyna? Ikaw, meron pa? Okay na,
Wala
no?
naman akong violent reaction, so I agree.
Violent reaction. Wala na po. Suko na po kaming
Okay.
lahat. Alright. So, thank you so much. So, this is the episode for teaching then and now. So, see you next episode.
Thank
Bye.
Bye.
you.
Thank you
See
so
you.
much.